Hi, this is Paul Hogan with the Law Center for Car Accident Injuries. Do you have a case? That's one of the questions that I'm often asked is, do I have a case? It's one of the three most frequently asked questions. I was driving down 13th Street, which is a 4-lane street, coming up on a major intersection with another 4-lane street. I'm doing the speed limit. I'm keeping proper lookout and driving what I consider error-free. I wasn't speeding. And all of a sudden an oncoming car, just started turning left in front of me. And it seemed like it was happening in slow motion, but yet it was happening at normal speeds. And I could see the other driver's eyes just looking towards where she was turning and not looking at me at all. And I stomped on the brakes and jerked the wheel to the right, and yet she kept coming and we collided. There wasn't anything I could do to avoid the wreck. Now, I had picked up my niece from a doctor's appointment and was transporting her, and she had just had treatment for a hernia. And of course, the seat belt was across her lap and re-injured her hernia. So, I wasn't hurt, but she was. And then the question is, who's at fault in this collision? Well, I think you already know. And failing to yield the right-of-way on a left turn, which is what I considered the other driver to do, is a driving error. So is running a red light, or failing to stop at a stop sign, or not turning or avoiding colliding with a car that's in front of you, what we typically call a rear ender. Those are all driving errors. And in all those circumstances, a driver has a duty not to run a red light, a duty not to run into the back of a car that stopped in front of them, a duty to yield the right-of-way to an oncoming car when they're making a left turn. And so, since they have a duty to do that, and they commit a driving error, we call that a breach of a duty. And when somebody has a duty and a breach of the duty, and the breach of that duty causes injury, then a person's entitled to make a legal claim for their injury, for the damages, for the money expenses that they are out of pocket for medical treatment, wage loss, prescriptions, going to the emergency room. So those are all examples of damages that are incurred when somebody's injured in a car wreck. And you have the right to make a legal claim for that. If you have any questions about who's at fault in your injury car accident, call me toll free 866-303-1411. I'll be glad to answer any of your questions about who's at fault in your injury car accident. Again, I'm Paul Hogan with the Law Center for Car Accident Injuries.